What's up, and welcome back to the Scuffed Ass Podcast for episode number 222. Lots of twos today. Wonders a two. How you doing?
Pretty good.
All right, I'm
Pretty good. Really tired.
I'm a negative
Didn't sleep
two.
last night for no reason.
Valid.
But
I
yeah.
slept okay, but I'm just exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Life is not great at the moment for so many reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. That's that. That's about all I know. I have nothing that I can. Nothing has happened in the last week that I can actually talk about. So
I know, right?
what do
It's
you
been
got going
very-
on? No, I just mean I can't talk about
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, I know. But yeah. Pretty much all I got going on is water. And it's been hell.
Oh yeah, Wonder got
my-
water in.
Yeah.
Just got
and
babysit some water.
none of my shit got burned either. Like everybody else's did. So
Sounds like a you problem.
no, it's my boss's
Sounds
problem.
like you didn't burn.
No, I wanted to. I was like, just give me a water truck and let me go burn my ride, please. And no. Main canal takes priority, as well as everybody else's laterals.
Sucks that you're gonna be busy now. You can't go places.
Yeah. But
There's a
Home earlier,
convention in Casper this weekend. This one's different. It's a tattoo convention, but
I was like, what kind of a convention?
yeah, but there's gonna be a bunch of tattoo artists. Go get a bunch of tattoos. It'd be fun. Not for you.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get any tattoos. But you could
Yeah,
watch
go-
me.
Don't take my girlfriend. She would be like, oh, I gotta get one.
You could watch me and get all confused. I love deal it. Because I don't even care when I'm getting tattooed. I almost fell asleep the last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not me. I'd be shitting bricks.
Means nothing. I just go. It can't hurt that bad. It
Yeah.
feels kind of good, but see, and then I say that, and then people tell me I'm a masochist. It's a whole thing. It's true.
Well, you might be.
Might be.
Is it?
I am a
50
Vikings fan. No.
Yeah. True.
Speaking of golf bag.
Yeah. Oh, did you get a club ordered?
Yeah, but I had a club, but I have to send that one back, wait for the refund, and then yeah, it's got a cooler. Can
That's
keep
neat.
drinks cold,
Yeah. Nothing's worse than having warm drinks when you're golfing.
right?
Yeah. You and Cody and I need to get together and go golfing.
True.
He and I I just got off the phone with him, actually.
Yeah.
I would have totally forgotten about our fire meeting tonight if it weren't for him.
Nice. So
I don't know why, but I didn't think today was Tuesday.
nice.
Well, I know why, because I've not, I started work like 2 weeks ago and haven't had a day off, so I've just lost all accounts for what day it is.
Valid. I never know what day it is, man. I just
Yeah.
kind of do stuff. You know how I figure out what day it is? What got uploaded? Did a thing
Oh,
post
yeah.
today? Cool. Oh, only a YouTube video on my main channel. It's Tuesday or Wednesday. Nice.
Mhm.
A little ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you know what we can talk about that's just atrocious?
Oh God.
So there's this streamer who made a post.
I already think I know.
You saw the Valorant game where the girls getting,
Yeah.
as all
It's
of
not
the
okay.
gross men in the comments are trying to say, it's just banter. Telling someone you're going to sexually assault them, and then just all the rest of what happened after that is not just banter, and that's not just
Actually, after watching the video, sexually assault is a light way of putting it.
yeah, but I don't know if we can use the other word.
Can't really use the other word, but I'm just
So
saying this so that people
yeah,
understand.
no,
what the
it's
severity of
very
this is.
aggressive, and the the amount of dudes in the comment section defending that guy is insane.
Right.
All because this is how men talk. No, the fuck it isn't.
No.
This is
like,
how garbage humans talk. I'm all for shit talking you all day.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
but not that way. There's levels to that.
Right. That's why I wanted to bring up the fact that, you know, it's more than just sexual assault. Because some people call catcalling like sexual assault.
That's fair. That's not what was happening here.
This is like
it was so much worse.
A threat, let's just say.
And people are just like, well, first of all, it's not a threat because nothing can happen. Actually, I know of many a streamer who have done the I'll just mute and report thing, who then have it happen because when you're playing an online game, your IP address is tied to it. It's genuinely possible to just get tracked down. And in this scenario, you're playing on oceanic servers, so you're probably just both in Australia. Sure, Australia's kind of big, but it's not that big.
Right. Well, you explain how people get swatted.
Right.
You know?
Like, it's all
easy to find. If you really wanted to, you can find where people are from.
So pretending like it's an empty threat, what if it's just not?
Right.
You've never considered that. And yes, Riot should do something about it. No, the answer shouldn't be just mute them and report them, because the report's not going to do anything. It should. Riot knows this is being said. They could just ban them. And I think if you did... Well, now you're censoring me. What happened to free speech? I don't think you know what free speech is at all.
As I say, you're on a technically private-owned platform, so... It's no different than me walking into a mom and pop grocery store and they go, I don't like the way you look. Get out.
Right. Well, that one they can't
do.
But they can tell you to leave for what you say. They can't tell you for the way you look technically.
Technically, but they
can
literally
go,
just not like you and tell you to leave.
Right. 100%. No, it's just if they actually say, I don't like the way you look, get out, then you can sue them.
Right.
That's okay.
It's like you. It's happened to you. We don't like your family, so we're gonna fire you.
Yeah, right. But
that right because.
But that also wasn't the exact thing that they told me, because they knew if they did, that could lead to an actual issue. You just know what the actual reason was based off of how everything goes down. Mm-hmm. Context clues are very key. I know a lot of people can't read those, but I can sometimes. Until, it's me and Wonder at the stupid one store in the mall, and apparently the chick was flirting with me the entire time, and Wonder didn't tell me until we left. It's like, what? No way, dude. No shot.
I'm like,
it's like, you were too. I was like, no, I wasn't though. He's like, that is fair. That's just kind of how you talk.
Right, you were engaging in it, and so she was like full of hope. Like, oh, he actually is engaging with me, so he knows. I'm like, I don't think he knows.
I don't think he knows.
I'm looking at her, looking at him, going, I don't think he has a clue.
No, I didn't know nothing. Brain dead. That was an incredible time. And he's like, why'd you buy the cup? And I was like, because I thought it was funny. What do you mean, why did I buy it? It was funny. Have I used it once? No, but have I used most of the cups I buy? No.
Right. Yeah, it was kind of funny because she like completely engaged in conversation with you, and just I wasn't even there, apparently.
It's so wild that happened.
Which is usually the other way around.
100%.
And so I'm like, oh, I'll just step over here then.
Yeah.
Not gonna sit here and cock block, And
that was.
And then
don't worry, I'll do it to myself.
No idea. He does it to himself.
I got no clue what's going on ever. Yeah. I just exist, bro. It's like I've said, unless you straight up hit me with a train, I'm not gonna know.
Or her leg.
Ayo. Nah, I've been kicked by people who definitely didn't like me. Oh my god, I know what you meant. That's just not what I.
Now I'll popped that thing off and smacked you with and said, "Hey, I'm hitting on you."
Fuck! Like, I did forget about that. Oh, that's incredible. That's so funny. I love
I
it.
can't remember how she said she lost it.
I don't either.
She
Because
was
this,
really pretty.
to be fair,
It's
this
just
was over a year ago. And
yeah.
no, for the one rando who's going to comment, maybe that's why you didn't. No, don't
No,
care.
she was really pretty.
It didn't matter. No, I'm just
It's
brain dead.
yeah.
I can't.
And to be fair, I had no idea she had a fake leg until she told me. She just walked
told
around
us about
normally
it.
with
Yeah.
I'm like, huh?
Which I guess
And then she
that
told us
probably should have been a clue.
that should have been another clue.
Yeah.
Like she was literally telling you her life story.
Don't worry, it's a year later and we're figuring this out, chat. Don't worry. Don't worry. Definitely still nothing gonna happen there.
Yeah.
Fucking so dumb. I forgot about that.
Not talking himself.
But no, to be fair, that's just how I interact with like everyone if they actually speak to me. So to me, that was no different. I don't know. It was weird.
Right. Unless there's a bunch of people, then
I just kind of hide in the corner.
Yeah.
Talk to you, maybe.
It's easy to talk like one-on-one to somebody, especially if they're like 30, like she was.
True.
But I don't know. It's the entertainer comes out in you when you're just one-on-one having a conversation about Star Wars and D&D and shit like that.
I forget sometimes that I am an internetainer.
Yeah.
I like that word better than influencer.
She was even doing like the half smile and like the half giggle and then like playing with her hair.
Saw none of it. Saw none of it.
And I'm like,
are you gonna say anything? I'm just kind of annoyed you waited until we got back out to the truck to say anything. It's like now if I walk back in, it's like, damn, to me it's like, yeah, she'll know. You had to tell me when we left.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm like, dude, ask for her number. Snapchat.
Oh God, that'd be rough.
Something.
I don't use Snapchat. You could have just, I don't know. I don't know what you could have done. I don't know why I'm blaming you. You deserve it.
I just don't know how I would have gave you a hint. You couldn't take a hint from her. There's no way you're going to take a hint from me.
I don't know. I'm me. I'm always checking my phone. Walk away and text me.
I thought about being like, just asking her like, hey,
oh my God. I gotta be the...
He wants your number, and then walking out, just like leaving him behind. Just to see what happens.
That would have been rough, but that probably would have worked. But yeah, that was a time in life that existed. Don't remember how we got there. Not important. Back to weird topic. No. This whole, like, you wouldn't have survived the old Call of Duty lobbies is just, nobody should have survived that. I really think the anonymity of the internet gives weirdos way too much power.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, the idea of power.
Right.
And I don't know, man.
I don't know. I feel like it's easy to hide behind a screen and talk shit and be super douchey like that behind a screen. Because so many times if you meet this person in real life, they're like not like that. They just do it on the internet, and it annoys me because like I don't know, it's kind of cowardly to me if you ask me. Like, go on the internet and hide behind a computer screen, but you're not like that. And it's like, if you won't do it in person, then it's probably not okay to do it on the internet either.
Right.
So if you're worried about facing ramifications if you were to do it face to face with somebody, then you should also be concerned about ramifications on the internet. But unfortunately, it goes unpunished.
And like, I get it. I talk a lot of shit on the internet, but you can ask Wonder. I talk a lot of shit in real life too. Yeah. Right. Nothing I say on the internet is something I'm afraid to say to people in real life.
Right. But there's a difference. Like, you're Your shit talking is just like, oh, your aim is garbage or something
See,
like that.
I just go
You're not
I just find a funnier way of phrasing it.
yeah.
But it's just like your aim shit.
Well, that's part of entertaining is, shit talking.
Yeah.
Especially if you're playing an online game.
Yeah.
But you're not like going to the means of like, oh, somebody has insulted me. Now I'm going to go like 14 billion steps farther and
Right.
threaten SA, That's just, I don't know. There's just a lot of boundaries that should just be drawn and never crossed when it comes to the internet. And in person. Just don't be a terrible human.
No. Ugh, God. Just reading the replies hurts my soul. It really does.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing is like, I know it's probably a weird thing. Like it's not like 100% like okay, but like if it would have been a little bit different if he was just saying it to another guy.
Even then, I don't think
But
so.
even then, it's still rough patch. But like, it's definitely like it holds leverage when it's someone of the opposite sex.
Why is it a bunch of these weird, the weird like incels that just, why do you want to make people uncomfortable when they game? Like, why is that your only goal?
Right.
Like, it's not to have fun. It's obviously not to make friends. You wonder why you get no bitches.
Mm-hmm.
I know exactly why I get no bitches.
Yeah.
Because I'm brain dead.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what I do. Yeah, it's tough. I just remember the look of, I'm going back to it, but the look of disappointment on his face later was hilarious.
We got back in the truck. I literally sat there for a second and turned over. I'm like, dude.
What?
Dude.
What?
You're like, what? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
What? What did I do?
She threw every indicator out there.
Bro, I didn't see no blinkers, bro. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm about to buy you some blinker fluid and smack you upside the face with it.
Let's go.
Just like her, flags like, hey, I like you. Hey, ask my number. Hey, do something. Hey. Like a flag man at the airport.
There you go. That might help, but honestly, not super sure.
Wouldn't see it. He'd be like, oh, there's a flag man. He'd be facing away where?
Yeah, it'd probably be like when I'm on the internet and like reading things on those websites with a bunch of ads. Wonder's seen it now. He knows it's a thing. I don't see the ads. They're just not there.
It's okay. I started off the same way you did, basically.
Yeah, and
like,
the only thing that fixed it was you matched on Tinder. Okay, like, fuck.
Well, I remember the first time, like, it was the most, I think it was even more obvious than yours was.
That's tough.
And I'm still kicking myself in the ass for this one, too, because this girl was extremely pretty. It would have been back when I was in high school. We were at state track, and we were sitting on this big hillside, big grassy hillside, and most of my events was done for till the end of the day, and because I was into relays and stuff. But I was sitting there just chilling or whatever, and there was another team that was kind of up behind us a little bit. Well, there was a line of girls or whatever. Well, one of them like threw her phone, and it like bounced off my arm and like landed next to me. And I remember grabbing it and like looking at it and seeing the contacts was open on it, like create new contact, and then turned and handed her phone back to her, and then just went about my day. And it wasn't till like a day and a half later I got to thinking about it. I'm like, I'm a fucking idiot.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I'd miss that one.
Like I felt like a dick too after that, because like I
Yeah, that's
remember
the
like when I handed it
worst.
back to her, she just like smiled at me and then like kind of looked down at the ground, and because
Oh,
she's probably thinking I am refusing her, because
right.
there's no way this dumbass doesn't understand.
There's no way, he's so dumb. Yeah, I don't know if
And
I'd
I
miss
was just like,
that.
oh, like, because I was like, oh, she just dropped her phone and it rolled down the hill and smacked me in the shoulder. That's what I was thinking. And I even looked at it, was like, oh, didn't even think about it. Just handed it back to her, and she was like, just like this blank face and just like this half smile, and then just looks at the ground. She's like, thanks. And, and then it was like a day and a half later, I'm like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I guess leave a comment who's worse here, because I
I
definitely
think
think
I'm
it's
worse.
him, because I think I
So,
would have caught on to that.
yeah.
And maybe if not in the exact moment, faster than a day, and been like, wait a minute, hold on. My bad. I did the wrong thing.
I mean, it wasn't a total loss on the track meet, because back then I was like ripped and had the farmer body, and was a little more attractive than I am now, and so I still left with like 4 girls' numbers, and you
Still
know
a total loss,
one of
though.
them. Well, and then one of them I ended up dating for 6 years.
That's why
Like
it's a
a year
total
later.
loss.
I should not have picked that one. I should have picked the one that had 2 mansions and had
I think I
a
said this for a
rich
while.
family.
I think I said this for a while.
But no, Pikachu chooses the one that
The one
kicked
that
me in the
left you to
ass.
pick the one with mansions and rich
Yeah,
parents.
yeah, yeah.
Ahem, ahem, ahem. Yeah.
Not very good at picking them lately, but hopefully this one's a little. This one, hopefully, we'll see. The one that I got now.
Yeah. I don't. We'll see. I don't know. Too early to tell.
I don't know. I feel like I'm definitely not going to be the one that ever leaves this relationship, because she'll kill me. She's like bigger than I am, stronger, damn near, and scary.
Oh my god. So I was speaking of all of this. I don't like that we got into this conversation from where the other conversation was, but whatever, it happens. Uh,
Yeah, it's scuffed. It's fine.
yeah, we both have ADHD. We're just bouncing around here. I was watching this thing that talked about like it doesn't really matter how short a man gets if they make a significant amount of money.
Right.
Their dating pool is always very large as long as they make a significant amount of money. You can be like 4'7" and have the same size dating pool as like a regular 6 foot tall dude, which is a pretty
Right.
decent sized dating pool.
Mm-hmm.
But women over 6 feet tall, there is no amount of money they can make that increases their dating pool. It just gets smaller with the taller they get, because men are so fragile. And when I heard that, when I was watching that, I was just like, nah, I'll date the woman a foot taller than me. I like uppies.
Right. I'm damn near there anyway. But
I like uppies.
but my thing is it's, for me, it's not really like, I don't think men really care about
They
how much.
absolutely do. If you're taller than, if she's taller than most men, men don't want to date someone taller than them. It makes them feel small.
Right.
Most men.
But that's not what I'm saying. I was
Oh.
saying that it doesn't. I don't think it. Men really don't care how successful women are. We will literally find a homeless woman, and be like, oh, I'm gonna marry this woman because she treats me right. That's all we look for. I think as a decent man, I think we look for women that are going to be
Apparently, I'm
loyal.
not decent, but I have a weird set of.
Right.
I don't want to
But
say standards because that's not true, but like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm picky, but not about the stuff that it makes like that most people are.
Right.
If you're dumb,
Well,
if you're
I kinda
dumb, it's over. It's
Right. Yeah. Like I've had my fair share of trying to make those work. If you're both dumb, that's fine. Like
That's fair.
that's cool. But if your IQ is
But
significantly
no, if I can't have a
higher than
real
the other
conversation
person,
with you, then nah,
yeah,
I'm so
that's
good.
my thing. You literally just have to be like, you don't have to be brilliant or anything like that, but
Though
you
I
just,
would love it.
yeah. Well, that's because you're also extremely intelligent, but
I
you
want,
know,
I want, I need,
I'm just
I like the
average
challenge.
intelligence. So if I'm average to probably subpar intelligence. So like if you're significantly less intelligent than I am going to have a hard time getting along with you. Trust me, because I've dated a couple women that were one of them asked how they make islands float,
I
just for
forgot
reference.
about that. I also love the
Yes.
way that it's phrased, how they make islands float, as if
Yeah.
like the government creates islands.
Yeah. No, well she thought that like Hawaii, she
Ugh.
thought that they took like rafts and stuff and just floated
Ah,
Hawaii. That she thought Hawaii was just a massive raft, basically.
sick. Where did the
I'm like,
volcanoes come from?
wow. And the problem is that I was in a large classroom with this individual that I was dating at the time, and everybody turned and looked at her, and then she was like, "What?" And then reiterated her statement. So she doubled down. She could have went, "Ah ha ha, I was kidding," after realizing everybody was like, "What?" But no, she didn't realize that and just doubled down on it. And so then everybody went from looking at her to looking at me, and then I was just like, well, but that's not why I broke up with her. I didn't break up with her because she was unintelligent. I broke up with her because she was lying to me, and that really pisses me off. Don't lie to me, especially when I call you out on it, and you've been caught red-handed, and then you double down on your lie after I already know for a fact that you're lying about it. So, sorry, hit the road. If you're gonna lie to me, I cannot trust you.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm supposed to trust you with my secrets and, you know, have a trust with
See,
you.
and
And if
that's
you're gonna lie
wild.
to me, I'll always have in the back of my mind. If you lie to me, I always have in the back of my mind, okay, how far will you go as far as the lie goes?
See,
It
what's wild about that is he trusts me a ton. I lie to him daily. How you doing? Pretty good. Or we're playing Valorant and it's like, bro, you got me killed.
But see, that's the thing though. Like, I know when you're lying. Like,
Fair.
I expect it. Like, you're
It's also not
purposefully
about like
lying
those
because you
things. It's like in certain scenarios where it makes sense. I know,
right.
but it's just
But
funny.
your lying is okay because I expect it from you, and you lie to the point where I
Right.
obviously know that you're lying about it,
Or lie
and
about
it's
shit
in a
that like
joking matter.
actually matters is like the other thing, you know?
Yeah,
Lying about whatever's happening in a video game. Like, oh damn, I definitely just got sniped. I didn't fall off that mountain.
yeah, yeah. I totally didn't just die and break my die to fall
I
damage. I
definitely still
definitely
have
got shot.
ankles. I definitely
Or
still have ankles.
this is my favorite. He's cracked. He's cracked, and he's never been shot ever.
No, he was definitely shot.
His teammate maybe.
No, and he was definitely. That is, I think, the thing that happens. I'll say he's cracked, and then you end up shooting someone else, and you're like, no, he wasn't. It's like, well, he was.
Well, he was fully plated, so.
Yeah. Incredible times.
I also know, when you say stuff like that, I know that either A, you got really, really good aim, or you don't hit a single shot.
Yeah,
So
that's kind of true. Or it's like, I hit him once with the sniper for that back when Fortnite snipers were really bad.
yeah.
Like, yeah, I headshotted him for 198 and then I died. What am I supposed to do there?
Yeah.
I literally can't just get better. I hit the best shot I could hit. There is no getting better.
Now you got to hit 2 best shots.
Yeah, nah, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Unless you give me an AX50, homie, but they took that out of the game. So, good times, though.
Yeah.
Good times.
Oh, my PC needs an update.
Woo.
Means it's going to fuck everything up again. Never fails. I update my PC and all my settings and shit goes wonky.
I want to go to Europe. You ready to go to Europe?
What for?
What? Is that really a question?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to go to Europe? Go to Rome? Go to Britain? Go to London? Go to Ireland? Go to Norway? Maybe die
Ireland,
there?
Ireland,
You don't want to go to Rome? You don't want to go to Rome? You don't want to go to Italy and maybe see the Colosseum?
I mean, yeah.
Also, I really, so you should start saving up for this because I think I'm planning it. I can't remember what year, but I'll have to tell you. It's a few years down the line. I think it's 2027. I think. I'm going to make a trip to Egypt.
Oh?
Because the, total eclipse, like the 100% eclipse, is going to be happening in Egypt. Oh. Being at the pyramids when an eclipse happens has got to be just a different experience.
Yeah, joke's on you. That's where the aliens start their invasion.
That's okay. Worth it. Just going and seeing the pyramids makes it worth it. Don't care. It's true. You don't want to go see the pyramids? You know what trip I really want to make? Japan.
Oh, yeah, I want to go when their cherry trees are all blossoming.
Yeah. Though, we should talk. Maybe we'll go to Japan next summer. Yeah. Star Wars celebrations in Japan. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe I need to download Babbel and learn how to speak Japanese.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been using Duolingo to start. I'm not even kidding.
You know, those languages are like the hardest to learn.
Yeah.
I think the only other language that's harder to learn is English.
Yeah, but if I've already mastered the hardest one, how hard is it gonna be to master any other one, you know?
Well, I don't know. It's just being able to enunciate some of the vowels for these specific languages, I feel like it's nearly impossible for me. Might not be for you, but it is for me. Because I already have a speech impediment. And he expects me to, get the enunciations correct. Because literally in their language, if you enunciate, you could be, in your mind, saying the same thing, but it means something completely different because you enunciated it differently.
Right. Ridiculous. Apparently, so not training camp, rookie mini camp and stuff is happening. And apparently JJ McCarthy had a couple throws today that were behind his receivers, but were still caught. And people are throwing a hissy fit over it, which is fun because that's what you do. He's already a bust. He can't even he can't even throw accurately at rookie mini camp. It's like, bro, chill out. You know how many bad throws I've seen Kirk make at practice?
Right? Yeah.
Chill out.
Especially since it was a catchable ball still, so.
Yeah, right. It's like, yeah, that's not great, but give it time. He literally met these receivers 2 hours ago. Chill out.
Right, especially since probably some of these receivers are
aren't going to make the roster. It's not Justin Jefferson. Faster. It's not Jordan Addison. It's not the guys that matter.
Yeah. Right. I don't know. I just feel like when you go, you're still making an extremely big leap going from college to NFL as far as playing with elite athletes. You know,
Yeah. Like it. Give it time.
the worst of the worst person in the NFL is still technically an elite athlete.
Yeah.
I
Goddamn.
mean,
That's got to be.
they're in the NFL for a reason. So they may not be good in the NFL, but you throw them on a college team, they're probably still going to be good. Not with everybody, I will say,
Fair. I
but for the majority of people.
I wonder if dude died a little. So somebody made a post just of a video of Dakota Kai. She's a female wrestler, just like
Oh,
standing in the ring making facial expressions. And dude quoted it, and he's just like, "This is the type of woman you build a house with your bare hands for." And she replied, "Dude probably
oh,
died. I don't think he's posted since then. He might have died. I would have."
he had a fangasm and died.
Probably. That's incredible. Oh, I love it. Um. Oh, I don't know what else we're supposed to yap about.
I don't know. I feel like we've been yapping for hours, but it's only been like
36 minutes.
yeah, yeah. That's just because I'm extremely tired. Because last night I couldn't go to sleep to save my ass, and then I finally dozed off for a little bit, and then I got a fire call this morning, not for us, but for
But it
the
woke you
town
up.
rival. But there was a train on fire.
Huh?
Yeah, there was a train on fire over by the town that was a rival of my school.
Why did you catch a train on fire?
I don't know. I guess I shouldn't have used the matches.
Probably not.
I don't
Probably not.
because they're fire. I don't know. Been using matches to burn piles of weeds constantly.
Don't do that.
I almost. Oh yeah, I think I told you this, but I almost died the other day.
Yeah, he really wanted sucked off.
Yes, yes.
So what happened?
So I had a 13-hour day, and at the very end of the day, when I was about ready to finally go home, there's this canyon where I spill all my wastewater for one of my laterals, my main lateral.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the I was spilling quite a bit of water, and it washed down this canyon. We call it Bulldog Canyon, and there's this opening. It's probably about, I don't know, this big or so, and it goes underneath of another lateral that we call Horse Creek. And there was apparently a branch that was about yay long or so, that was probably about that big around, that stuck in front of it, and then a bunch of weeds and leaves kind of packed behind it, and it blocked off you know the culvert technically. And I don't know, it's probably, I'm gonna say it's probably about 100 yards long, this culvert is, and it pukes out the other side of this other lateral. Well, it didn't take long with all that water coming down the creek to back up, and then I was trying to get the branch unstuck. Didn't know 100% what was actually blocking it, but I had this angle fork basically that was reaching down and trying to pull the blockage away from the hole, but because there was so much water backed up behind it, there was so much pressure on it, I couldn't, didn't have enough strength. Plus, I was standing on a hillside like this, so I didn't have any leverage either. So couldn't get it popped, and I didn't want to wash out the other lateral because that'd have been a disaster. So I finally just took up my phone out of my pocket, my wallet out of my pocket, and I just dove in basically. And it's basically, there's a concrete wall that has this hole in it, and there's, at the top of the concrete wall, there's a metal pole that's, you know, in the cement technically. It's probably a 1 inch pole or whatever, that's solid steel. Don't know why it's there, to be honest. But luckily it was there, because after a minute there was probably about 12 feet of water that I had to hold my breath and swim down, and I was feeling with my foot what the blockage was, and I finally felt that there was a stick, and so I was holding onto this pole and I was kicking with my foot, and it actually kicked it in half. It snapped between the weight of the water and the pressure, and it snapped, and immediately just everything just, you know, the pressure was relieved all at one time. It literally stuck me up against the wall and then tried to suck me down into the pipe. And if I wouldn't have been turned sideways, I'm pretty sure my knee would have done, if your knee was straight, it would have bent it backwards like this. That's how much pressure was on that stupid pipe. And but I kind of just had that stupid pole hooked in my arm, and I just waited, I don't know, like 10 seconds till the water level dropped enough to where it wasn't as much pressure on the pipe, and was able to pull myself up and out. But if I already told myself, if it pulled me down to where I was gonna not be able to get back up and out in a certain amount of time, I was just gonna let go and hold my breath and hope it puked me out the other side in about 15 seconds or so, and hope you don't get stuck in the middle of the pipe, because nobody'd know what happened to me for probably years.
You would have made it out the other end of the pipe.
Yeah. After I was, a skin and bones skeleton looking thing.
You would have made it out immediately. Got out the other end and started coughing like, shit, I almost died.
We actually had a guy that went into a siphon. If you don't know what a siphon is, it's basically our canal probably holds about 1,500 feet of water. And a siphon it basically is a big hole that drops, and sometimes it goes under a road or whatever, but basically drops, and it's got this real steep angle, and then it plateaus, and then it basically comes back up and then pukes the water out the other side. So it's basically a big concrete tunnel. And we actually had a guy that went through a siphon, and usually you're probably a goner if you go in one of those. Luckily, he went in on one of the shorter siphons and actually made it out the other side. And he held his breath for like a minute and 58 seconds or something like that before he actually finally popped out the other side and drug himself out. And the only reason he knew how long it was or something like that, because he was, I guess, like your Fitbit or something can tell you some type of information that can help. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know how he knew. But anyway, he come out the other side, he survived, and, was by himself too, so he's like freaking out. But my siphons, however, if you go in one of them, you're just gone. You're gone, or you might as well just go ahead and inhale some water and, get it over faster than sitting there and getting thrashed around. Because what happens is mine is a lot steeper than other siphons, and then it plateaus, and there's enough. It's actually a taller ceiling, so there's actually a gap on the inside, and the water sits there and spins. And one day we actually watched a cow slide into the canal, and it tried to swim across, and it didn't. The current was so strong it pulled it into the siphon, and it didn't come out the other side till about 6 minutes later, and it didn't have a single hair left on it. It thrashed it around and rolled it around up against the concrete in the siphon so much that it literally pulled every last little bit of hair out. It was a bald cow when it came out. Of course, she was, dead. She didn't survive. But that's like, you imagine if, a soft-ass human went in there and got thrashed around up against the concrete with thousands of feet of water. Yeah, it could not be a very good experience.
That'd feel great. What do you mean?
Oh, yeah, like a back massage,
Yeah, simple.
A little to the left.
Yeah, simple. Oh, nice. Apparently, all those people who were trying to blame Steam for the Helldivers issues of like the game being restricted and not being playable in certain areas.
Yeah.
A bunch of Sony ponies, because that's what we're calling them now. We're trying to blame Steam as if Steam was controlling that. And Steam support just came out and was like, no, it's Sony's decision entirely to restrict what countries it's offered in, because we don't have restrictions. We're Steam. Dumb bitch. Like, it's up to the companies who make the games to decide where it's distributed, not us, you freaks.
Right.
We put it on Steam. We do what they tell us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, yeah. It's ridiculous.
Just because you like a company doesn't mean you can't be
Okay,
like, all right.
no,
this
but
part
here's
of
the
our
thing.
company is shit.
Stop being fans of companies. Stop. Because that just means you won't acknowledge when they do bad things.
That's my thing.
Yeah, I
I'm
get it.
fans of
I
companies, but
own
I'll be the
Apple
first
products,
one.
but I will, you know me, I'll call out the dumb shit Apple does whenever they do it.
But it's like, I just don't understand what's the point of literally.
Why are
going
you
to bat for
defending a
someone who
$1
just-
trillion company that doesn't give a fuck about you? Stop it.
Right, exactly. Why go with bat for them? They're definitely not gonna even acknowledge your existence.
Right. Like,
you're a peasant.
when they
them.
do shit wrong, just cope. Oh, it's ridiculous. It's awful.
Yeah. Oh well. I think people just like to complain.
And then Tarkov's still bad. Microsoft shut down a bunch of studios, and EA has decided to use all of the buzzwords that offend everybody. The next Battlefield is going to be a live service game. Everybody hates those. With possibly built-in in-game ads. So, like, you can pay for ad space in the game. And also, they want to use a ton of AI stuff to make it happen. So they just hit every buzzword to make people hate their game. Incredible. But don't worry, the investors sound very happy. So they won't be when it's another, $200 billion game from EA that flops. Because right now, the only thing keeping EA afloat is sports games. And the only reason those are keeping them afloat is because currently they still own the licenses. The minute those run out and anyone else can make an NFL game, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
You're holding, like, it was almost a thing with FIFA, but then nobody bought the rights to FIFA, which is weird. Which maybe is a good thing. Maybe if nobody owns the rights, that just means everybody gets to make a game. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to the days when you had 4 different NFL games and maybe one of them actually was good that time.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and then Sony decided to do the same shit with Ghosts of Tsushima, where you now have to pay for, or not pay for PlayStation Plus, but you have to link your account to play Ghosts of Tsushima, which means nobody wants it anymore.
Right. Well, it's stupid.
Yeah.
It's just dumb.
Yep. But yeah, and everybody got tricked because Sony said that they were fixing it and not making it mandatory to have an account. But they, like I said, never undid the thing where 177 countries weren't able to play. So right now there are still 177 countries unable to play. There's only like 210 countries on this planet. So like most of the planet cannot play Helldivers 2. So the boycott stays strong. We continue. I've already deleted Helldivers. It's gone. It's not even a consideration. It's tough when Fallout 76 is still on my computer and your game's not. That should be all the proof you need to know you're a bad game.
Right.
Unless you're just like a single player game, because those I just download when I want to play and then delete them after I beat them.
Right, yeah.
Like, Detroit Become Human is one of my 4 favorite games. It is not currently on my computer, but it's like that I have to just play through as like a whole thing. It can't just be a, today we're going to play Detroit Become Human and then not touch it for a month. I can do that with Valorant or whatever, Call of Duty, whatever.
Right.
Oh, you know what game we haven't played? Ready or Not. The super realistic cop game.
Oh,
we haven't played that one in forever.
That's true. I'd have to re-download it, but it didn't take that long.
But, oh God, you need more storage. I'm getting to the point where I need more storage again.
I don't need more storage. I deleted that back when I only had
Yeah. I'm
one.
currently, I have used about 1, 2, 3.5 terabytes of storage used on my computer right now.
Holy
Yeah, I
shit.
about have to buy another hard drive.
I
Getting close.
I got one full terabyte.
The next one I'm buying is a fucking 4 terabyte hard drive. I'll have as much storage on that as I do like currently on my computer. It'll be pretty great. Quick double the capacity. No biggie.
Right.
Oh, fuck. Why am I so fake tired?
I am actually tired because I only got like 2 hours sleep.
Yeah, that's normal though. Well, for me, not for
Yeah.
you.
No, not. I mean, 4 to 5 is my normal, so that's why
'Cause
I'm
you're a
sluggish.
burrito.
I am. I am.
Shimmy, shimmy, a shimmy, a what the fuck? What the fuck? I think I just watched a dude die. Why is that
Huh?
on Twitter? I don't know, but I think I just watched a dude die. I think I'm about to watch another dude die. Incredible. Oh no, he's moving. I don't know how, but he's moving.
Is it just compilation of people getting run over or what?
No, I'm not gonna send it to you because I don't. That's not okay. People shouldn't have to see that. I just get unlucky because Twitter's awful.
Huh.
But yeah, I don't know, man.
Twitter's great. It's owned by an extremely intelligent, rich human being.
I no longer feel as if that's true. I think he's just rich.
Yep. Must be nice.
Every time he speaks, it's just dumber than the last time he spoke. It's ridiculous.
I don't know, maybe all that money's going to his head. He used to be extremely smart, and then it just
The back of your head is ridiculous. uh, well, this is gonna be a short sode of ep, I think.
eh,
There's
all
not
right.
that much to yap about, and all the things that
Yeah,
I would rather yap about, I can't yet. So,
yeah, true.
yeah.
Save it for another day, another Tuesday. Maybe back to Mondays here soon, because we're back into. We're just tomorrow or next week's our first round of tournaments. So it just depends on how well we do in the tournaments as to how fast we
I
get
hope you
done.
do really bad.
There's a chance.
I'm sick of needing to plan for this instead of just knowing we do it on Mondays.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's all right. Yeah, we'll be done
Ooh, I get to
soon.
judge you though because you're willing to cancel the podcast for shitty volleyball, but you're not willing to cancel the thing you do on Sundays to play softball with me. It's true.
See, I didn't cancel. I postponed
Well, postpone
to
game
the
night.
next day.
Make it the day
But see,
earlier.
I can't.
You could.
I mean, if they would do it, sure. But
Oh God,
that's the thing. You are willing to do it on Tuesdays.
that's true. I'm willing to just figure
So,
it out whenever we got to.
yeah, I don't like doing Wednesdays because I usually know you have other podcasts to do on Wednesdays.
Yeah. Hopefully we're back
So,
to that soon.
but luckily now I'm on short days, so even if we had to do it on a Monday now, we probably could if you're up soon enough. It just depends on if it's an early game or a late game. But
Right. I don't know. I've kind of given up on that specific one.
yeah.
But all right, I think that's been an episode. I don't know.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.